Hello, welcome to the Founders Find Exclusive, a special Women's Day series where we interview and know a lot more from three eminent women entrepreneurs in Ahmedabad. Okay, so Kiran, you've been a visionary and you've always strongly believed in what you do. I wanted to check with you what inspired you to start your journey in education and how did you get started on this path?
This is not part of the plan. I have no idea why this happened to me, but I'm a graduate of design. So I graduated from the NID, having such a great time running my design firm. And then I became a mother. And I think when you become a mother, it's a whole different story that unfolds in front of you. But I think as a mother, there's a different sort of responsibility to your child. And then as a designer, the user experience.
Yes.
So there I go, my son goes to school, all of 5 years, has the most miserable user experience, being told repeatedly what he can't do.
Yes.
As long as you're quiet and you're good, you'll go forward, right? And I think for me, that was not good enough. So pretty much took my son out of school and said, there must be a different way.
Right.
And that's how my journey in Riverside and education started.
Fabulous. Okay. So your work with Riverside in India has inspired many people. What advice would you give to women who want to make a positive impact in their particular community?
You're less likely going to make a positive impact outside if you don't feel positive inside.
So true.
And I think one of the things we forget repeatedly is this big external story. And we pay limited attention to the internal.
Right.
So I think one of the things I will keep encouraging women to do is find that deep internal strength, because we're all built with internal strength.
Yes.
More so women.
Right.
And the day you feel strong internally, believe you me, you're anyway making the world a better place.
Yes, absolutely.
If you're miserable, there's no chance you're going to do it, right? So I would say, forget about the external, make your own internal impact. That itself makes the people around you happier and more joyful. And there can't be a bigger impact than to make other people feel good.
Absolutely.
So
I'm going to share this learning with my team today. For all girls teams, I'm going to share
yes.
that. The theme for this year's International Women's Day is Choose to Challenge.
Oh,
What
I
do
didn't
you
know that.
think this means for women in leadership positions?
I think choose first.
Right.
Challenge separate. I think we are limited by our upbringing to think that choice is in our vocabulary.
Yes.
So forget what the challenge is. First choose.
Right.
So if you just choose, then choose to be skilled, choose to be curious, choose to be kind, choose to laugh. My God, we don't smile anymore.
Yes.
Itti kanjusi.
Huh.
So I would say, choose to wake up every single day with a smile on your face and everything will be fine.
So, ma'am, can you tell us about a woman who has significantly impacted your life and what?
Starts with my mother, my sister, my daughter. So I think I'm surrounded by wonderfully powerful women.
Absolutely.
My team, my God, I have the most
Brilliant.
amazing maverick team. Every day I wake up and I see my daughter manage her situation with diabetes. I see my sister question what should not be questioned. My mother passed, but I see my mother live such an abundant, big, large life, unapologetically just being loved and loving. These are wonderful ways to grow up.
In fact, I always tell my team as well, have a very clear communication process.
Yeah.
That helps, communicate rather than
No
thinking.
BS.
Yes. So, also in your TED talk, you had mentioned the importance of teaching children empathy, creativity, and resilience. How can we cultivate these qualities in young girls specifically?
I am told that when I was very young, 2 and a half, 3, we would go as a family to Koshi's restaurant. There was this Koshi's restaurant in Bangalore, the only place that had a jukebox.
Okay.
And we would go in there and I apparently I loved a song. And I would tell my papa to put 25 paisa and play that song. And then I am told, I have no recollection, but I'm told that I would take mummy's chunni and dance through the whole restaurant. And my sister and brother would tell Papa and Mama, what? tell her to sit down. She's embarrassing everybody. And I was given the complete freedom to be. And that possibly put that seed into my heart and mind that it is okay to be. These are your starting messages that you give young people. Why young girls only? Young people, that it's okay to be. And that gives creativity. That gives the power of resilience. And the very fact that you start everything with the heart, that's empathy.
Yes.
So I think we're constantly telling young girls what they should not do. Aise mat baitho, aise mat bolo, aise mat haso, aise mat bolo. And when we suddenly open up and then say, karo, be.
Yes.
My God, it is just powerful.
Fabulous. So you also founded the Design for Change movement, which is of course known across, which has empowered millions of young people around the world to take action and make a difference. Can you tell us about a particular inspiring project led by any of your students or any young women or girl?
Well, I keep saying, of course, Riverside is testimony to that, but I'm going to talk about a particular story that came from a little village school in India. There were children who found that their grandparents were not being respected. And I'm talking about tucked away in Junjunu, a tiny little place where one would consider that, voice and choice are not the natural pedagogical practice. And here these children saw that their grandparents were, left and not being looked after and not being respected. These kids just decided, they're all 9-year-olds. They decided they're changing this. So they went out and captured the stories of their grandparents. So there are these lovely pictures of children writing stories and their grandparents looking at them and laughing. It was just the most amazing idea of empathy, about storytelling, about respect. And finally, they got those stories back. They did story time in their little school, and with little cards, just like literally like this, they made a library on a little string.
Nice.
What this tells you is that you don't need anything else but yourself to be the change.
True.
All the ingredients are within you. A heart that observes and cares, a mind that is imaginative, and a will to do. That's it. That's all. And we can just be very good at what you do.
Yes.
Just dig in deep. And do your own gender and yourself the greatest respect by saying, my work will be my calling card.
Perfect. But that's a great message. And as I said, I'm learning a lot. I'm going to implement this at my workplace as well. But thank you so much, Kiran.
Not at all.
It was a pleasure interviewing you. Thank
Lovely.
you so much.
Thank you.